Hey guys, it's Robin. Come pack my Multipure Aquapremier with me. So it's Multipure's newest filter, and the thing that I love so much about the Aquapremier is that it removes all the contaminants that the Aqua Lux does, but it's less expensive and it comes in the same housing as the Aqua Perform. So if you have an Aqua Perform, you can actually switch out your filter with the Aquapremier if you ever want to. So it removes all 90 contaminants that the Aqua Perform removes, but it also removes bacteria and viruses. So I always recommend this one or the Aqua Lux for anybody who lives in an area that has super questionable water. If you get a lot of boil water advisories, you actually don't have to boil your water if you have one of these. So I'll put a list below of all the contaminants it removes. I always recommend getting the acrylic base because it makes it super easy to change out your filter. Here's the filter, and here's the unit. Stainless steel housing has a lifetime guarantee. One of the things I love so much about Multipure, also the fact that they've been in business for 55 years, a long time. So what's so nice about that is when it comes time to change your filter, you know that they'll still be around. A lot of other companies may not be. Also, they have multiple NSF certifications, which means they remove exactly what they say they remove, because they get tested regularly to make sure that they are removing those contaminants. So again, like I said, a lifetime warranty on the housing. I always recommend the acrylic base because that way it sits really nice and neat under your kitchen sink, or even on top of your kitchen counter if you don't want to put it under your sink. But if you don't have the acrylic base, you have to mount it to the wall, which is fine if you want to mount it to the wall. I do have customers that have theirs mounted to the wall. But to me, it's easier just to set it in the acrylic base, especially when it comes time to change out the filter. Which that's my next video going to be on how to change out the filter. So it sits in there like that. John Guest adapter kits, that's the other add-on I always recommend because they go in the top and then they help you hook it up to your sink or your ionizer like I have, and then the filter. So the Aquapremier filter is actually a little smaller than the Aqua Perform filter, and it does have to be changed out at around 6 months, whereas the Aqua Perform is about every year. I actually start testing my water at 10 months because I use a lot of water, so I want to make sure that I do have all the contaminants being removed. How I test my water is just simple chlorine drops that I drop in my water because I figure if the chlorine's coming through, so are all the other contaminants. And chlorine is something easy you can test at home. So that's it. The filter goes inside here. That's going to be my next video. You just unscrew that, take the top off, put it in, put it back on. Once a year, you change it out, except for this one, about every 6 months. And I'll put all the info below. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Clean water for life. Highly recommend. Love this company. Love this product. Bye.